Good morning, home business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers. Question today, is your prospecting full of pain, or is it just plain painful that's keeping you from doing it on a regular basis, keeping you from moving your business forward, from getting that success that you joined your network marketing business for? The whole reason is to grow your business. But if you're not getting people to take a look, your business is not going to grow. See, this is crucial when you're building your business. You've got to have people taking a look. You've got to have people taking a look at your business. That's the only way your business is going to move forward. So today's exercise at the Network Marketing Gym, I want to talk about, how we can eliminate that problems, how we can have you going out there prospecting more. Good morning. My name's Tom Speed, and I'm coming to you live from the Network Marketing Gym of Success. Good morning, Steve. Thank you for stopping in. Good morning. Every day I focus on my vision is focused on your success, to help you achieve more in your network marketing business, to help you achieve that time freedom and the financial freedom that comes along with it. But in order to do so, there's skills that you must have. Just like any other profession out there, there's skills that are required. And that's what I do here at the gym. I help you transform those network marketing skills into network marketing muscles by simply working on them on a daily basis until you become proficient at it. And that's what we're talking about. Today what we're talking about is how to make your prospecting more easier to do, so that you feel confident when you go out and do it, and so that you prospect more often, so that you invite more often. See, my question is for you is your prospecting full of pain, or is it just plain painful? The reason I said that is because one of the key things you must understand in life is the factor that, your prospecting can be painful for you. And if it's painful for you to do, what's going to happen is you're going to be reluctant to go out there and invite people as often as you should. We all know in order to grow our business, you've got to get people to have eyeballs on your opportunity, and that's the only way it's going to grow. But what happens is most people I work with become reluctant to do that, and it becomes awkward. They don't go out and do it. And there's a couple of reasons why they do it. And today we're going to dig deep into a specific reason, and that's because of the pain of prospecting, why it's so painful for you. See, the key is when you're going out there prospecting for profits like you're doing, going out there trying to prospect so that you can drive your profits up, so that you can drive your commissions up. What happens now is there's a total shift in the paradigm. What happens now is when you're prospecting like that, you're going out there trying to build your business, for you, for your benefit. And what happens is, you're prospecting for profits, and it's not a good situation. See, what happens is when you're prospecting for profits, it stinks. It's not a good way to go. And one of the reasons why is that commission breath. Prospects can smell that a mile away. And what happens is it turns them off. But on the other hand, you've got to understand there's a way you can prospect to where you're actually going to start to draw people in. People are going to want to know more. And here's the thing: if you start to implement this method, the painful prospecting, not the pain of prospecting, but full of pain prospecting, what happens is now you have your prospects leaning forward, wanting to know more, rather than sitting back with their arms folded, staring at the ceiling during your presentation. You have them leaning forward intently. What do I mean? Prospecting. See, first thing we have to understand in life, there are two key motivators. Those motivators are achievement of desire and elimination of pain, eliminating a problem. And these two things, avoiding pain. And what happens is, out of these two, people will do more to avoid pain and problems than they will to achieve desire. And one of the reasons for that is it's a physiological response, one that they have no control over. See, part of their subconscious, one of the key roles is survival of the species. And in that survival mode, the subconscious wants to do whatever it can to keep you out of harm's way, keep you out of problems, keep you out of pain. That's why when you pick up that hot pot on the stove, your hand whips away. You didn't think to pull your hand back. Your subconscious took care of all that. That's why when you step off the curb and all of a sudden there's a car coming, you jump back. Your subconscious did that. You're avoiding that pain. So why not take this pain avoidance and roll this into your prospecting, so that now when your prospects hear what you have to say, not only will they want to know more, but their subconscious wakes up and wants to find that solution to the pain that their prospect's going through. See, what we have to understand is that everybody's going through some type of pain or problem in their lives, and it's a matter of us figuring out what that is. What are the pains and problems of this particular person? What we do is we work with sub-niches within our broad-based market. Our broad-based market is everybody who can, not just who can use it, but who will use your product, service, or opportunity. Okay, it's not like your upline says everybody will do it, because we know that that's not the fact. But within there is a broad-based market of people who will do it. And this is the group we're trying to attract. And we're going to work with specific niches within that group. And we're going to dig deep and we're going to find out what are the common pains that they're enduring on a daily basis. Why we do this is because what happens is now it gives us information so that we can structure our posts on social media about how we can create a post that's going to resonate with the person we want it to go to, that we want to attract, the person within that niche. We find those pain points. Then we create content that's geared around that. When we have the conversations with people, we steer the conversation. See, what happens is I got a 4-part system, invitation of pain, that I use, where I explore for the pain, I expose the pain, I agitate the pain, then I let the prospects close the pain. Okay, so in this 4-part process, what we're going to do is first of all, we have to do a little bit of market research. We've got to dig deep, find that particular niche you want to work with. Don't try to do this with your entire market. Find a broad base, find that one niche, okay, and work with that one niche. Okay, we're going to do this one particular niche at a time. See, we can't do it all. It'll be too overwhelming for you. Pick one niche. Do some market research. Find out what the common problems are that they endure on a daily basis. What are the things that keep them awake at night? What are the thoughts going through their head when they're staring into space? What's driving them? See, these are the things that we have to understand, because when we understand this, now what happens is when we start having those conversations with our prospects, this is where we start to explore for that pain. We know what some of the common pains are that they're enduring, so it gives us a way to steer and engineer the conversation so that we can actually steer it towards those pains, explore for those pains. So once we start to ask the right questions, and we start to steer it towards those pains, so we uncover the pain, so we're exploring for the pain, and once we find that pain, now we're exposing that pain. We're bringing it to the surface by exploring it and asking the right questions. Now our prospect is starting to become aware of that pain. See, up until this point, your prospect has actually felt like this doesn't even realize they're in a pain or problem in their lives, because they've been living with it for so long. They just feel it's part of life. And through the explore and expose method, what happens is we're exposing that pain. We're bringing it to the top to let them see that it is a painful situation. Now what we want to do is we want to start to agitate that pain. What do we mean by agitate? We want to agitate. We don't want to rub it in their face, but we want to start to agitate that pain. What is that pain really doing to them? What are the implications of that pain with your prospect? And this is where we start to ask them questions. Well, how's life living like this? How is this working out for you? Is this, what you want to be doing? And things like that. We start to, expose and agitate this now. Now we're agitating that pain, and we're letting the prospect starting to agitate that pain as well. We're getting feedback. Well, listen, I'm just curious. If we don't take care of this, soon, do you think your life is going to change much in the next couple of years or in the next couple of months? Do you see any change coming around? This is where we start to let the prospect start to dig deep and say, it is a pain situation. It's something it is a problem that I've been enduring with. Maybe I should get rid of it so I can move on in my life. And this is when you start to dig deeper, and this is where we start to implement one of my systems where I use for closing, where I actually get the prospect to start to close themselves. This is where we start to get feedback from the prospect. So you're finding out what their life would be looking like if they don't get started. Let them dig deep and show you the implications of that pain and problem. What are those implications of the pain and problem? What's it going to be like when you're continuously warehousing your children in daycare? What's it going to be like? Are your children going to grow up with life lessons of the people who own that daycare, or are you going to give them your life? you're going to help experience their life? Or is it going to just be through the people who own that daycare who you're paying 50% of your salary to? You know, things like this, you're going to start to feed that back to them. So now what happens is they start to feed you back, you know, how bad their things are going to be if they don't fix this. If they don't fix this. And this is where we start to work on the closing of the pain, this is where we start to have our prospect start closing the pain for themselves. This is where we start to say, well, you know, do you think we should maybe take care of this and that you could move on to the next step of your life? Do you think it would be much nicer if you could stay at home with your children, raise your children your way, not giving half of your salary to a daycare facility, but actually working from home, generating that same income, if not more, and being able to spend all that time with your family? Think about that. You know, see the keys. Now we find out what their life is going to be like. Now we ask them. Now we start the future case. We ask them, what is their life going to look like when this finally starts to work? And when you finally are no longer warehousing your kids in daycare on a daily basis, but spending the days with them, experience life with them. You know, raising them with your values rather than the values of the home, of the daycare facility. Now this is where we get our prospect feeding this information back to us, telling us why it's going to be so much better. And this is when you get your prospect actually closing themselves. But it all starts and ends with prospecting for pain. Prospecting for pain, making your prospecting and your invitation all about pain, which will actually eliminate the pain of prospecting. See, what happens is when you go out and you're offering solutions to problems for people, what happens is you no longer feel reluctant to go out and invite someone to take a look, because you're inviting someone to take a look so that they can achieve more in life, so they can eliminate a problem that they've been enduring. And the reason why we do this is because it's a physiological response. That's why people will do more to escape pain and problems than they will to achieve a desire. But when you can start to tie in the desire aspect after you've addressed the pain, now you're taking people across that epiphany bridge from where they were to where they want to be in life. And you're letting them see the future. And this is when you start to hit it on all cylinders. This is when your prospecting really starts to build up. This is when you truly start to get results, because now what happens is you're not reluctant to go out there and invite because it feels sleazy to you that you're inviting people so you can make profit. But you're inviting people so that they have a solution to a pain they're enduring. You know, hey, be open to taking a look at what I found helped my family no longer have to warehouse our children in daycare, so that we could spend our time with them being a full-time family again. If you'd be interested in learning what we did, I'd be happy to show you. If not, that's okay. Offer them a solution and offer them an out at the same time. That's all we got to do. What happens is you'll do this more often. Now what happens, your prospect's going to be more receptive to it because you're offering them a solution of pain rather than a profit for yourself. You're not coming across as that person looking for a commission. People see right through that. The only reason you're talking to them, having these conversations, is to generate an income. But when you turn it around, make it about them, about helping them, tap into that physiological response. Think about it. If there's something, a part of them that actually is looking to avoid pain, to find solutions to pain, and you have a solution, why not present your business in that manner so that now you'll start to see a totally different level of success? You'll be more than happy, always willing to go out and invite because you're offering solutions. That's it. And your prospects will love you for it, I guarantee it. The key is it's going to take time. It's going to take a little bit of research. You pick one niche, do the research, find out the pains and problems and everything. Find out that by doing so, you're going to find out where they associate. You're going to find out more about them, what groups are they in, where you can connect with these people, so that now you can start to show up in that area and start to show up as a person of interest in that area for them, because they're going to start to see your content and stuff like that. That's going to start to show up, and they're going to start to feel like, wow, this person understands what's going on in my head. This person speaking my language. This person understands me. They know. Perhaps this person has a solution. This is all it comes down to, offering a solution. That's it. Hopefully you got a little bit of value out of today's exercise. Hopefully you understand how powerful this can be for you once you start prospecting for pain. That's one of the keys to your success. Hopefully, take care for getting on here, and thanks for stopping by. See, and remember, at the Network Marketing Gym of Success, my vision is focused on your success, to help you achieve more, to help you achieve that time freedom and the financial freedom that comes along with these businesses. But you've got to work on those skills. That's why I help you transform these skills into muscles. That's all it comes down to. Will you take action? That's the whole key. See, action takers are the success makers. See, today's exercise here at the gym, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but has absolutely no value whatsoever. See, the only value I can convey from the gym here is value which is implemented, has you taking action and moving forward. See, unapplied knowledge is nothing more than theory and conjecture, and really has no value. Only applied knowledge. So you got to decide, are you going to apply today's knowledge by going and starting to take action, starting to use the prospecting of pain for pain formula, starting to dig deep, find out the pains and problems of your niche market and how you can address them. Thanks for getting on today. Remember, it's Fabulous Fridays. We like to pay it forward. The person behind you online for coffee, buy their coffee. The person, buy them their lunch. Whatever it is, pay for their toll. You know, pay it forward. What this does is a couple of things. It helps you eliminate your scarcity mindset about money. Scarcity mindset about money. This is a root of all evil. Okay, that scarcity mindset. It starts to develop your abundant mindset. And it also works the same way on the people you run into. It helps them eliminate their scarcity mindset and improve their abundant mindset. And this is going to be a big plus for people. And the key, you'll feel much better for it. And the key thing is, do it without expecting anything in return. And you'll get the biggest value out of it. Go out there, make someone happy today. Go out there, get into action. Take today's exercise, put it to work. If you know people who can use this video, make sure you get it to them. There's ways you can share this, get this to them through the buttons below. And if you got any value out of today's exercise, make sure you smash that heart button. And I want to thank you for getting on there. Steve, that was great to see you. Davey's good to see you as well. Todd, it's always good to see you as well. But thanks for getting on today. And Helen, it's always good to see you. Talk to you later. But thanks for getting on today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow again, bright and early at the Network Marketing Gym of Success, because my vision is focused on your success. Take care. Have yourself an awesome Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.